fall cleanups. And we're going to start off with some perennials, which are probably one of the easiest to trim up in the yard at the end of the year. And basically you can take either a lopper or a pruner, and then you just kind of go in and then you just trim right to the ground. Pretty easy. Not a lot of effort or too much to really consider with your perennials. They all just kind of go right down, and pretty simple. And if you do want to use a pruner, you certainly can. It comes down to kind of a personal preference. It does take a little bit longer, but it is some people like it. It can certainly be a little safer to make sure that you are not cutting anything you're not supposed to. We recommend basically going back about 1/3 of the plant of the overall size. So you can start off kind of like that. It trims it down just a little bit, but yet you're shaping it really to kind of give it a nice look without having all those branches going all over the place. Just kind of a nice little trim. You don't need to do anything too extensive. When you do that, you can certainly do damage when you go beyond that 1/3 to a half. The last option is your hedge trimmer. Works really well for speed, and as far as taking care of some of the larger shrubs. A lot of times I wouldn't use it on something this small, but just for example's sake, we're going to. One last bit of advice, to wrap things up, you do want to be cautious on some of the plants that you are trimming, especially the shrubs and the trees. Any of your spring flowering, like your lilac, magnolias, forsythia, almonds, any of those guys that put out that spring flower, you do not want to trim in the fall. If you do, you will affect those flowers the next year, and well, you're missing out on one of the best parts of the plant, the flower.